This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Williams. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Here's Carr to throw. Left side, it's Gilbert. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Carr. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Second and long here. They want to throw it. It's complete to the right. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. C.J. Carr firing again. Under pressure. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? 4th down, Carr. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just the play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Williams. Out wide left, it's Lawson. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Williams looking for a man. Out wide right, it's Lawson. Now Washington uses this 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Irish use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's Williams again. Buying a little time to his left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's Georgia Southern able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Quickly to the tight end. Just plowing ahead. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Here's a give to Washington.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Gives it, fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Quarterback changing the play. Using his legs, it's Washington. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Washington again. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Fires to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Turning it on. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Williams will pass. Left side, it's Washington. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Onto the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams. Got the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Carr. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. They'll take the penalty and move them back. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They're going to run it. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Williams to throw. Tight end getting vertical.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Williams looking for a man. Right side, it's Moss. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Quick give, it's Carr. Defense all over him.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Carr on play action. Gonna let it fly. Goes high to pull it in.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So first down will open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Again, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They just need a first down, but he wants more than that. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They move on top here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's a give to Washington. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Pushes ahead. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Calls his own number. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it in his belly. Knocked down immediately.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
3rd and long right here. Williams. Out wide right, it's caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Out wide left, it's Moss. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. The quick game. Got enough space. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It's Mobley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Throwing. Carr. Left side is Gilbert. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Caught on the RPO. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Right at the line. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. He's changing the play. Give to Washington again. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the option. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He'll keep it again on the option. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hits inside. It's Mobley. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
The give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Every offense is different. The 2-minute drill looks different for everybody. Slipping the run in there, sometimes it can be good, but you can't do that much more with that clock ticking out.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Carr above the noise. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Last chance coming up. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.